What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Let's get into the new week, the new month, well, the 2nd of June, but I will run the board as we have 7 games in the MLB. I have 2 best bets, okay? 2 bets that I am favoring more so than kind of what we have offered here. Outside of some props, this is the way that I'm going to be going. I will recap kind of yesterday's action and talk about these games that we have coming to you guys live. So welcome back. For those of you that are new to TBM Sports, I am Mark. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. Completely free to do those things. That's really what keeps us going here on YouTube. Without that, guys, I can't do it without you. So if you can, make sure you all hit that like, hit that subscribe. And as always, feel free to leave a comment what you will be betting down below in the comments. Okay, so let's run the board. Quick recap from yesterday before we get going. It was one of our first losing records in the last few days, 1-3 on my 4 best bets. We had the over within Cleveland. Thought I was going to get home early. Ended up not getting it done with 6 runs in that contest. Also, a couple outliers I thought within the DeGrom battle that he had with with St. Louis. St. Louis got on him early. That one went over as we had a first 3 innings total bet as well. And then the Dodgers failing to get it done with the under first 5 as the New York Yankees kind of broke out against Yamamoto, which I thought was kind of an outlier as well. So let's get down into it. I want to tell you guys kind of what we have going on as well as we do get into outlier. We will run the board. I was looking at that Rockies Marlins game, but we will lead off with that. And that is where we have Marquez going against Meyer for the Marlins. The Marlins kind of need this game. They have not been hitting the baseball well, failing to score in kind of their last few spots here. Okay, they did have basically a 10-run and a 6-run performance against San Diego. And that's kind of been the outlier. Against San Francisco, there were 3 straight games with totals going under. I would lean, though, in this spot, fading Marquez, going Marlins team total over 4.5. It's pretty close to even money. The only thing that does kind of worry me, and if you do want to kind of back something, you could take Meyer to record a win. I just don't really like this in this travel spot, what we actually get on the field. It could be kind of one of those games where the Rockies steal it, as you know, they've lost 5 straight, but still, it is Rockies Marlins. It's not really the most eye-grabbing game on the card, but I would lean Marlins team total or Meyer to record a win in this matchup. Okay, next game is the Angels and Red Sox. We kind of talk about them. We have Anderson going against Fitz. Fitz low ERA, Anderson 2-2 on the year. The one thing that stands out to me about this game is that the Angels are 1-7 over their last 8. And then you talk about kind of where we've seen the scoring. They have not really got it done for the Bo Sox as well as the Angels, okay? And that's something where you look into possibly a lower scoring start to this game, maybe a little bit of a sluggish first 5, maybe going under the total for the first 5. That's how I would approach this game. But outside of that, guys, no official play. The next game we will have an official play, and this will be Cincinnati and Milwaukee. Kind of can't really not bet against this way. Cincinnati is a very hitter-friendly ballpark, and the Brewers are being very friendly to the bats as well. So that's something where they've been on a little bit of a hit parade. I don't foresee this ending, although they are facing Brady Singer, 6-3 on the year, 4.6 ERA. I think that even if the Brewers do get some regression, I think the Cincinnati Reds can deliver offensively going against Aaron Savali, 6 ERA, 0-1 on the year. They're kind of struggling here, and I think that the Reds, just winning 4 of their last 11 games, that's something where you look into kind of where we see the Brewers potentially being a win candidate as well. So I would lean Milwaukee on the money line at a plus 100 price, but I also will have an official play. This will be the over 9 at minus 110. That will be my first official play. Next game out is the White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. We talk about Jack Flaherty and Cannon going at it. You want to kind of get into this mindset where the White Sox 18-41 on the year, Detroit 39-21. So kind of the darling thus far in the 2025 campaign. In this matchup, though, I do think the Tigers prevail. I'm not going to be laying a minus 215 price. If anything, you want to lay the Tigers minus 1.5 at minus 135. They need to get right spot. They have not been hitting the baseball exceedingly well. They're not plating runs like they were. And this is kind of the exact matchup and team that you do want to kind of face, as they were only able to score 8 runs over 3 games against Kansas City. That was on the road. They continued this road streak. We'll see kind of what we have going on with the White Sox at home. Obviously, with that windy city, there is the availability for the long ball or the forces against it, as if the wind is blowing in, that does kind of play into that handicap. That would send this one going lower, as I could see that definitely being an issue as we kind of look into this game between Tigers and White Sox. 7:40 first pitch, no official play, but I kind of lean towards Detroit -1.5 if we want to look at that at a -135 price, but I'm not going to get involved, okay? Padres, Giants, first glance, we do get Kolek going against Logan Webb. First glance, this is an under 7.5. The under has cash for the Giants, 99 out of their last 10 games. The Padres have not been hitting the baseball well as either. They had a stretch against Pittsburgh where they kind of were reeling a little bit for 2 games. They did have a comeback as we look at the Padres yesterday, winning 6-4 against Pittsburgh late. That went over the total of 8.5. But outside of that kind of resurgency, these would have been 3 straight unders to Pittsburgh. This is where they failed to score 2 runs in the first 2 games. 3 runs in the first 2 games. And without that late burst in that Sunday finale, I just think that the Padres are not hitting the baseball well. Now they go play in San Francisco. This would be an under 7.5. That's kind of where I lean in this contest. All right. Next game, Twins and Athletics. We get Ryan on the bump going against Luis Severino. I would continue to fade the Athletics. For me, guys, this is where we would look at this -155 on the money line. Just kind of simplifying it, I would take the Twins -155. That would be a lean and a very, very strong lean, if that. So if you are looking to bet Twins Athletics, I would lay the -155 juice in this game. Okay. And then the last game, Mets and Dodgers. We get a great return for Paul Blackburn for the Mets going against Dustin May, and I think that does set up for a little bit of a Dodgers bounce back spot. As yesterday, we want to talk about that game against New York. They just kind of got down early, and it just never really had any life late in the game, losing 7-3. But they did take care of business, scoring 26 runs in their first 2 games against the Yankees. And I think this one kind of does lend towards the conversation. Dodgers are they're still at home. Losing 2 straight, I just don't think that is something that they're very accustomed to. And in this matchup, I look for the Dodgers here to not bat in the 9th inning, -120. So just kind of fading Blackburn on his return. I want to see a couple starts under his belt before we start getting behind him. He has had success against the Dodgers, and we look in his first appearance of the year. He was very effective, but coming off of injury, I think this is something where, he's getting up there, and I think that the injuries aren't really arm-related, but they will kind of, I think, in my opinion, really just kind of allow the Dodgers to be the Dodgers. So give me the Dodgers here, -120, backing Dustin May, and that's where we're going to take them. I think best value is to not bat in the 9th at -120. Okay, so that'll about wrap it up. Those are my best bets. Appreciate you guys, as always. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button before exiting. And just a quick recap, the 2 plays of the day will be Cincinnati going over 9 against Milwaukee, and the Dodgers to not bat in the 9th as they take on the Mets at home, 10:10 first pitch Eastern. Okay, appreciate it. Good luck on your picks. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.